guys, Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Ultimate Comics X-Men issue 19. And this is actually a new story arc. The last story arc was United We Stand and Divided We Fall. So now we get to see Reservation-X, which definitely makes sense. So I don't know how long this story arc is going to last and if this will go into other Ultimate Comics stories, but this is the new X-Men related story arc. So let's talk about the cover. Love this cover. It explains this this issue a lot. It's great art, even though it's plain, but it's a great concept, and I love the coloring of it. I think it was actually a pretty good cover. So let's talk about the story and see if I enjoyed that. So with this issue, we get to see the X-Men have their own little place to stay. It's not a great place. You really can't grow anything. It's pretty much a desert. So some mutants are upset about it, but Kitty's like, aren't you happy we're free? Aren't you happy we have our own place and Captain America allowed us out of this place? Yeah, it's not the best, but I think we could work with it. So some people are like, oh yeah, you're right. And some people are like, no, you're not right. And especially Match 2 seems like she's going to be the other-sided mutant who is definitely going to go against Kitty one time, or in the future I think she will go against Kitty, but she's like, you know what, Kitty shouldn't be leader, I should be leader, let's vote. Who wants to be leader? And then everyone's like, Kitty should be leader. Well, some people do vote for a Match too, because she's like, some people are like, oh, this isn't right, why are we here? Let's just fight America and make us have a better place to stay. And then some people are like, no, Kitty, got us this place, let's just stay here. I have to say, most people do vote for Kitty, some people do vote for Match 2, so they kind of separate the groups. Match 2 definitely does not like Kitty, and there's some people on Match 2's side, but most people are like, alright, Kitty, let's just make this the best place we can make it, and maybe we'll grow stuff, and at least try to grow stuff with our powers. So they're just trying to make their own little utopia and little mutant place to stay. And that's pretty much what happens. We just get to see them kind of develop in this place and try to build this place, and again have that tension against Match 2 and Kitty, and we know in the future that's going to be a bigger tension. So that should be pretty interesting. That's what happens. There's no really... Oh, there is actually a cliffhanger. Not a big cliffhanger, but we get to see that there are people watching them because there are other mutants. Who are these mutants? Karen Grant, who is actually Jean Grey in the Ultimate Universe, if you followed the Ultimate X series. I don't know if she has a power, maybe she got the cure or whatever. Does she work for the government? I think that's the questions that we're going to have to ask. We haven't seen Karen Grant in a really long time, and does she still have her powers? And I think that's going to be a big thing. Are there mutants not just in this reservation that they're supposed to be, or are there other mutants, and why are they watching Kitty? So that's just another cliffhanger that's just going to bring more story. I think with this Reservation-X story arc, it's just going to bring in a lot of story, and I think in this issue we get to see a lot of seeds planted for upcoming stories. I like Ultimate X-Men because we get to see that, yes, it's story arc by story arc, but there's just this bigger story with the story arc. Last story arc was about Kitty going against America and the non-mutant, well, the haters for the mutants, and this story arc is like, now they have their own place, what do we do with it? Now it's going to be mutant against mutant. So it's humans against mutants, and now it's going to be mutant against mutant. What does Karen Grant have to do with this? It's just this bigger story for the mutants. I think what I would like to see in the end of this is that mutants and humans will be able to live together, especially because this is the Ultimate Universe. You want to see something different you don't see in the regular universe, and that's something different. That's what they've been working for. And I think maybe they could do that. I mean, obviously it looks like it's going to be a long, long, long journey ahead of them, but I think it could be possible, and I'm excited to see what they do with that. And I'm sure maybe that is a goal they have with this series, and maybe with the Ultimate Universe in general. Why have this whole mutant war if you don't want to get something out of it? So I think it should be interesting to see where these mutants go, who will be big players. Obviously, Kitty Pryde will be in this Match 2. Will Karen Grant be? This just plants the seeds. It's a very interesting first issue story arc. I don't know if this is going to go into other Ultimate series. I don't think it will, but it's going to be a bigger X-Men story arc. So I give it 4 stars. Definitely pick it up if you've been following X-Men. If you haven't been, it might be a little confusing. But if you've been following the Ultimate X-Men, I think you'll really enjoy it. I give it 4 stars. Hope you guys enjoyed this Comic Uno. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Random Situations. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.